Hello, this is Mr. Gomez. In this video, I'll be talking about some of the important features of the Chromebook if your student picks up a school Chromebook from Memorial Elementary. So the first thing I want to point out is that the students probably will not get their exact Chromebook that they're used to having from the school, but all Chromebooks are exactly the same. And what's important is that when they log in, all of the content that's on their login will be there regardless what Chromebook they used. That's also important to note if you have multiple Chromebooks in your house from the school. If one isn't working for some reason or one battery runs out, they can all use the same one. They'll just need to log in and log out of their account each time to access their content. So the first thing I want to point out here on the Chromebook is the power button, which is right here on the side. If you hold that smaller button down for about 5 seconds, it'll power the entire Chromebook off. Same thing if it's off and you hold it down for about 3 to 5 seconds, it will power the Chromebook on. That is the number one troubleshooting advice I would give if your Chromebook is acting up or being silly. A lot of times we just tell the students to turn it off, wait 30 seconds, turn it back on, and most of the time it fixes any little glitches that might be happening. So when you log in, when you open the Chromebook, the first thing you're going to see is probably requesting access to Wi-Fi. You'll need to find your Wi-Fi for your house, enter the password, and access that Wi-Fi. It's also down here in the bottom corner. This white bar shows that I do have Wi-Fi access right now. I could change it by clicking on that. All I did is clicked on this little bar down here. It opens up the tools, and I can go to the Wi-Fi setting here and change it to different Wi-Fi. Once you log into your Wi-Fi at home, you won't need to change anything again unless you need to log into a different Wi-Fi. While I'm in here, I also want to point out this accessibility button. Our first grade students love to play around with this, and they'll check different things. If for some reason your computer is acting weird, the mouse gets giant, or the screen turns black and white, or weird colors, or if it's starting to speak when it shouldn't talk, check this accessibility and see if anything is checked on here. It'll be a green mark like that, and you just turn it off, and that will fix those problems. So once you see this screen, that means you have Wi-Fi. You're going to press next, and I'm going to point out that the students are used to logging in with their quick card, and we're not going to log in with our quick cards. We're going to log in with their actual login ID. If you don't know your student's login ID, that's something you'll have to get from the classroom teacher. The students do not know that at this time. So they're used to clicking this circle down here, but instead, while at home, they're going to press this green box at the top to log in. Once you do that, they're going to put in their login and password, which again, you get from their student. If you'll bear with me just a second, I'm going to get logged in. So once you put it in correctly, it will open up the student's account. Again, when they're logged in, everything that they have access to in the classroom will show up regardless what Chromebook they're on. So mine's getting logged in, and it looks like I'm having Wi-Fi issues. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi there. And if your Wi-Fi is connected, this should be the first screen that pops up, which we call their web desk. This is where all their apps are at that they use in the classroom, and they are ready to go with their learning. To sign out, they'll click this, I call it the clock bar down here at the bottom. So if for some reason you need them to sign out to have a different student sign in, they would just press sign out and it would go back to that login screen. If you're having issues with Wi-Fi, you find it here. And again, there's the accessibility buttons over here as well. So once they're in this screen, they are ready to go with their Chromebook. There's nothing else that they need to do. We do recommend that they sign out when they're done for the day and charge their computer, which each computer will be given these charge cords along with the computer, and they go over here on the side and just get plugged in and then plugged into the wall, just like a standard computer. I hope that this will help you with using the Chromebook at home. If you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher.